Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel for my newest review. Serving as the second film in his directorial filmography, Leigh Whannell's second film is a full-on horror based on a really eerie character. Executed wonderfully and terrifyingly well, this is Kia's Reviews and this is my review of the new horror flick, The Invisible Man. Leigh Whannell's follow-up film to Upgrade after 2 years proves to be of no lesser quality than his first film. Even though both films are entirely different, The Invisible Man feels like it achieves the same qualities. If not for Elisabeth Moss in the lead role, this wouldn't have been as great. In all honesty, she deserves an Oscar nomination for this performance, which I doubt will happen as horror films don't get Oscars, as so clearly seen last year with Midsommar. Moss really dives into this role, and it feels like she really has lost her mind in the viewpoint of every other character, clearly tormented by her dead ex-boyfriend. As the film progresses, her performance sets in deeper into the minds of the audience, the thrill of her decreasing sanity becoming both a thing of pure horror and wonderful excitement.
Oh my god. Sydney, are you okay? Would you just stop, Dad! No, Sydney, I didn't. No,
What happened? What happened?
She hit me.
What?
No, James, I did not do that. Sydney, I would never hit you. I love you. I would never do that, James. It was him. He's here. I swear to you.
Enough.
The tension was probably the best part of The Invisible Man, as dialogue isn't a key factor in this film. Most horror films such as Midsommar or It have a constant stream of dialogue, whereas The Invisible Man, it relies on the horror of the unknown. Unlike the gripping trailers where his handprint appears in the shower, scenes like those in the trailer aren't actually in the movie. This is both a disappointment and also a quality to the final cut. The reason it works is because you want to see more of him and get a sense of where he is, and that's completely due to the fact that Moss's performance really is haunting. However, not seeing him for a long time and having random parts of the house automatically turn on, such as the tap, ends up becoming repetitive that the thrill element loses itself after about an hour of the film.
James!
Yeah, what happened? What happened? What?
I saw some things. It was right there. They were footprints. I saw it.
You saw footprints?
Yes, I saw on the sheets. I saw it right there. I saw them. I saw. There's someone in here. There was someone in here.
Sid, put that stupid thing on.
You're the one who bought it for me.
Who you gonna spray? Who?
Once the first hour of the film goes by, the intensity sets in and the movie moves at a much quicker pace, thrills and twists becoming more and more frequent. Some of the reveals work really well and add to the thrills, whereas others fall a little flat and feel forced, which gives a hit to the film itself. The execution of the big reveal at the end is great, as it gave the film a real mystery that at first seems ridiculous, but once it's explained it all makes sense and ends up being a really well thought out reveal. As well as Elisabeth Moss's performance, the biggest contribution to The Invisible Man is the score behind it. The music is haunting and adds to the horror element, the scenes of no dialogue being more enticing than the scenes with dialogue. Like Joker last year, The Invisible Man's score is one of the biggest credits and makes the movie feel more like a true authentic horror. It really channels a horrific vibe, and if you stick around during the credits, the impact of the music really hits you fully in those 6 or so minutes after the movie has ended. The Invisible Man is probably the most thrilling horror film of its kind that I've seen in a long time. Mostly due to Leigh Whannell's creative genius, Elisabeth Moss's wonderful performance, and the haunting score, The Invisible Man is a horror that pulls off a lot of what other movies in the genre can't. Despite a few mishaps with plot developments and repetition, The Invisible Man ends up being a really memorable and intense film that never loses the audience's attention and keeps them captivated until the very end, so I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. Have you seen The Invisible Man? Let me know below. If you like what you're seeing here and you want to see even more, check out my channel and be sure to have a look at my previous reviews of Sonic the Hedgehog and A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. As always, be sure to follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This has been Kia's Reviews, signing off for now.